So what extent will COVID-19 change the behaviour of businesses going forward, particularly your business, Gulf Air, and what positive points do you think you can take out of it?
Well, the world post-COVID-19 will be definitely much different than the world before it. The way we live, the way we communicate, the way we work, the way we dine out, the way we travel, it will all change, definitely. All businesses need to find more ways, smarter ways, purely to survive.
Yeah.
So ancillary product services, emerging product services, that will definitely come up. And probably there will be certain changes also in our product as such. We all suffer greatly from this crisis, and to come back in, let's say, sustainable way, it will take basically everything. It will take everything, including maybe even changing business model, entering into some kind of hybrid models, which some airlines experienced in the past. Some of them unfortunately without success, but definitely it will probably be another push forward for consolidation of different markets. As you know, some parts of the world in aviation business consolidated quite nicely, like in the States, and they were basically generator of by the way of the profit growth in the last couple of years. But considering the situation that most of the airlines are dealing with now, I think that can also bring to the further consolidation the parts of the world which is where it's not done, or even stronger consolidation the part that has already been done. So, and there were also some signs of consolidation in air manufacturing branch, but also in basically every aspect. You see the leasing companies also merged, consolidate on certain levels. So this is something that definitely will be more actual. And also the levels of commercial cooperation between the airlines will also, I would say, be even stronger. Probably, we have all the standard ways of cooperation, but I think the JVs we were talking before that they are future, but now I think they are not only future, but necessity for the airlines to cope on a different markets in the most sufficient way.
So this necessity of cleanliness, of onboard service will have to become the norm, but otherwise you won't be able to operate.
I think so too, yes. Some major changes definitely are ahead of us.
All this, your business, the airline sector is a people business. You yourself have got 3,000 staff. So how are you providing emotional and motivational support to your employees?
Well, we first to say it's fair to say that the government of the Kingdom of Bahrain has shown huge support to everyone living and working in Bahrain with different sets of measures. It was from the beginning, from the testing and from basically tripling the bed capacity I would say in a month. So basically, it's something that gives you in a way certainty that if something happens, you will be taken good care of. Gulf Air is owned 100% by the government, as is one of the biggest employers in the kingdom, and we try, of course, our best to reassure our employees and update them with all the changes.
Yeah.
We need to work, of course, hand in hand with the workforce to tackle the crisis, basically, and once when it's all done, spread wings again.
And during this, this whole crisis that we've been going through and still going through, who's been, do you have a sounding board, somebody you can throw some ideas off, get some motivation, some mentoring from? Well,
sounding board is basically executive management, senior leadership, how you want of this company. Yeah. We try to meet regularly, both on video calls or in person, of course, with masks. To navigate through the crisis and to take quite important and basically necessary decisions. I would say, and I feel the high level of trust between the team members is there, it's here, and that allow us to jointly discuss the important topics, confront opinions if necessary, of course, ultimately then identify the possible solution to every individual issue that basically facing us. This is what has allowed me basically to be confident in the decision-making process since the beginning of the crisis.
Have you seen any leader in business or country leader in the past few weeks or months whom you consider to have behaved in an exemplary manner?
Well, when it comes to airline business here in Bahrain and to the Gulfer, I was particularly basically impressed by His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. He's the Crown Prince, Deputy Supreme Commander, and the first Deputy Prime Minister. Basically, his vision of constant flying, not interrupting flying, shows really that was necessary, that was right in place, not only for us, for the company, but also for the country. So all the measures that were performed from the government and the leadership were quite impressive. We did so many testings, so the number really of infected people is probably one of the most accurate ones, I would say, even globally. So all this shows us that the government and government entities was highly efficient. So when we were discussing earlier about emotional support,
yes,
also for government also secured basically salaries. And perform all kinds of salaries for Bahrainis, but all kinds of measures that basically make huge relief for not only employees but employers as well. So all this clearly demonstrate the right leadership basically to navigate us, Gulfer, the country throughout this crisis.
Well, great. Well, that's all my questions. Thank you so much, Kresimir. It's been a real pleasure talking to you. And I'm sure that we'll be flying on Gulf Air soon, not too far away. Thanks very much.
Welcome on board. Thank you very much.